up, squad? So everything is upside down in Wayne's world. I guess he kicked out his fiance/wife. And the reason why I say this is because there's a lot of ambiguity to this situation. I mean, I'm looking stuff up. They say they got married, and then they say they didn't, and everything else. I guess these two were a couple at one time, and she ended up leaving him because he voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Which I don't get, because a lot of men do things that they normally wouldn't do if they were locked up. And I guess Trump pardoned them, you know, so I mean, like I said, a lot of men do what they normally wouldn't do. I mean, like Pac signed to death row. Men do like weird favors in prison, and, you know, sometimes I guess you just vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying? So if you normally wouldn't do things, you know, hey, it is what it is. But that being said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button. So, okay, let's see what this is about. She supposedly got kicked out on Mother's Day, out of all days. Out of all days you decide to pick. Could have been her birthday. Hey,
That would have been,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
more
All right,
heartbreaking.
Yes, it would have. Okay, so this is the two. Whoa. Okay, so this right here, this is them two all happy when they got back together.
Aww.
And this is a photo back in, it says April 20th, 2021. So they're on a private jet plane, you know what I'm saying? Maybe going to exchange vows. Maybe they're going to Las Vegas to go tie the knot. I don't know. But what's interesting is what's next. Says right here, happiest man alive. Today is the beginning of our forever. Forever. Forever, ever, ever, ever. Might be Kanye, but I guess I read that wrong. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I can't read. Went to public school. That being said, the Carters. So it seems to me as if they did tie the knot. Seems like they're hitched, right? But then now we get to this this next bit of information. Over here, it is titled Denise, a model, and Lil Wayne's fiance claims. It says it's his fiance. So that's what makes me confused. You guys put it in the comments. Is it his fiance, his wife, his bottom? You know what I mean? Just tell me. His side piece. What is it? You know what I mean? Like, where they just like, hey, I don't know. I don't know. But if you guys know Denise, she's best known because she's a plus size model. She, you know, she was a big advocate for that, you know, so she made a lot of, you know, money doing that. And, you know, she was seeked after. Like, Wayne liked them big girls, you know what I'm saying? He liked them thick. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with a thick girl, man. There ain't nothing wrong with a thick girl, you know what I'm saying? So, basically it says, claims ended a relationship and kicked her out. And her daughter. Wow. Of the house on Mother's Day. She also alleges that he physically squabbled up with her. This is the first time me hearing something like this on Wayne's behalf. But hey, you never know what happens behind closed doors in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
I have no comments.
Okay. So they're saying that, you know, she basically, she releases this public, I would say, statement. Well, let's just say social media post. And it has everybody wondering what really happened. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions out there. What's going on?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes.
You know what I mean? She went, you know, she posted this live. She posted it to her page. And this ain't the first time that they had this lover's quarrel. They broke up, got back together. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, it does seem like she does have a sense of pettiness because, I mean, you're going to leave somebody because who they voted for. Yeah. It just makes no sense. You know, you guys are not going to be absolute, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, the same. You guys should, you know, have some type of differences.
Y'all have to have some opposites in a relationship.
Exactly.
That's just so boring to be the same.
I mean, like, look, I'm the loud, obnoxious one. She's the sweet, you know? She's a sweet little one, you know? That's it. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what happened. Let's see what her side of the story is. Because that's all we have right now. We only have her side. We don't have Wayne's.
Okay, so for everyone DMing me about my story I posted, yeah, this is actually a fact. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, and I am just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes, but this man has his assistants and people coming to help kick us out today. Like,
oh wow, hey, doesn't sound that horrible. You said you just got off of surgery and he has his assistants helping.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't. It
I don't
doesn't
know
sound
many
like
dudes that would do that.
Yeah, I mean, could have just threw your stuff out, but he didn't. My only thing is with this, and what bothers me about this video is the fact that she's bringing her daughter into it, which shows she has a bit of pettiness to her. It seems like, you know, again, another petty move that I've seen on her behalf.
Yes.
Which, you know, you have your daughter and she's over here doing this. I mean, it's kind of like, is this a troll? Is this real? I mean, it seems a little scripted, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
You know how people do a lot of things? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, is the Carter 6 coming out anytime soon?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah.
So this might be a little bit of controversy built up to that. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm just asking because something seems off here.
Can't hold it past anybody.
Yeah. All right.
And broke up with me on Mother's Day through text.
And
like,
her birthday's next weekend.
And her birthday's next weekend.
And her birthday's next weekend. See, come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne.
I leave to New York this week for all the Sports Illustrated press. Like, when I tell you that I am absolutely unsure on how to even process my emotions, like, if y'all got lawyer recommendations, please send them because, you know? So, yeah, I know he has 2 girls being flown in today, and who knows how many plethora of girls he has. I've been nothing but supportive to this man, loved him till the end of the fucking world, but like, you literally uprooted me from New York City where I was living and brought me here for this bullshit. Like, that's crazy, you guys. Like, these men really be taking advantage.
Okay, so he flew you out. It seems like he flew you out. You're asking for a lawyer, but my question is this: why are you asking for a lawyer? It seems like they've been off and on for like 5 years ish, 4 to 5 years ish. If you've been living with this man and staying with this man, and you've been there for more than 30 days, especially if it's Miami or California, whichever home you're staying at, you don't have to go nowhere. So I don't see it being where Wayne just snapped his fingers and today decided to kick you out.
Yeah.
It seems like this might have been going on where they had discussions about this, because especially how petty you are just to pick up the phone and start exposing your business live with your daughter there.
I know you are smart enough that, I mean, as quick and easy as this was, you would have called the cops. You would have called the cops.
And said he's trying to kick me out.
Yeah. Just so that you could stay.
Yes, because here's the thing. The law is if anybody's in your home, especially in those 2 states, if anybody's in your home for more than 30 days, you have to, you cannot just kick them out at will. Mm-hmm. Basically, you have to give them a notification. First, you got to give them 30-day notification.
Yes.
Okay? And then after 30 days, if they decide to not leave and extend their stay, then you have to go to the court. Mm-hmm. I mean, this could take months to, finish. Then you have to go to the court and you have to file the documentation to give, first you go to the court, give them the 30-day thing, because now you filed with the court, you're going to give them the paperwork and say you have 30 days to vacate. If they decide not to leave, then you have to go back to the court and then get her, basically brought into court and get a court date, which they have to get a constable that has to come out and serve you papers anyway.
Yep.
So that could take another 27 days. Mm-hmm. And then you have a court date. And then on that court date, they hear both of your guys' sides of the story and see what the situation is. Yep. If the situation is that you guys just ain't getting along and he no longer wants you in his residence, he has that right to kick you out. Now, if it's, depending on what the situation is, but now she's bringing up, all of that, that, he DV'd her. So that can play a part too. But what I'm trying to say is the fact that if he did that and you have a child with you, why wouldn't you have left a long time ago? Because, usually guys that do this stuff, I don't think they would wait after 4 years or 5 years to do it. This must have been going on for a while. So why would you go back to begin with? So, go ahead.
No, I said yep.
Yep. So, so basically what I'm trying to say is it just seems like there's a lot of ambiguity to what's going on here. I think you guys both discussed this. I think that, you are smarter than that. You definitely would have called the cops, did everything, and made him.
And not smart in the senses of like smart, petty.
Yeah.
Petty.
Okay, we'll say that. Well, okay.
Because
if you want to use petty, smart, petty, however you want to use it.
Doing this is just petty. Calling the cops is petty. Just go and leave.
Yep.
I said get out of my house. Just leave.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to be with you. But I understand. If you need time to get your affairs in order before you go because you're from New York, understandable. But like I said, it seems like, and then number one, you have to call the moving company and assistance and stuff like that.
Which he did for you. So, hey.
So, it's going to take time to get that scheduled. And I'm just wondering if the day that, because you're leaving without him evicting you, because there would have been sheriffs there if you were getting evicted. You would have been there with your phone saying, see what he did? And exposing the whole scene.
Dramatic.
So we know that you guys agreed upon this day. And if it's the fact that he's flying other girls out and wants other girls and doesn't want to be with you anymore, then hey, that's fine too. He has a right to.
It happens.
He has a right to move on and be with somebody else, and he has a right to be a horny dog. Mm-hmm. He has a right to be that. At the end of the day, if that's what you want to be with, that's what you're getting upset over. It makes no sense. I get why you said petty. I get it. Now I'm getting it. All right, let's get back into it. But like I said, there would have been sheriffs there, and if there was an eviction. So this is something you guys both agreed upon.
Yeah.
So,
And it's not just the emotional abuse. Like, this man has actually laid a fucking hand on me. Like, nah. And I took it, what's crazy is they always say, like, we're so stupid for love. And I thought it was like a mistake. But, like, I know other women he's put his hands on. And today, it's okay. We're about to go back to the house that we live in together with my fucking daughter. And we're going to see what really goes down, because this is absolutely crazy and a new low even for him.
Yeah, so saying that it's a new low even for him, that also gives me a little bit of a hesitation in your story. And it also, like I said, it just makes it muddies the waters a little bit to where I can't really see exactly what you were trying to articulate, because if it's a new low even for him, how much lower was it? Like, it seems like the reason why you were there, if you tolerated the abuse, right, this whole time, and the reason why you're upset and you're actually leaving is because you have no choice but to leave because he kicked you out. This is the first time you're going to take legal action is because you got kicked out. So basically you love the lifestyle. It was all about the lifestyle. Had nothing to do with the DV. It's just odd that now all of a sudden this comes up.
That is something, yes, that I can agree with. I don't like it when these women just out of the blue. I get it, staying in a relationship and it's can I say it?
DV, yeah, I guess. I mean, we'll blurt it out.
Yeah, okay. When you're in a DV type of relationship, I get that, and staying in it, but to sit there and like only until something bad happens, like the relationship is over, the guy decides to move on and stuff, is when you're gonna bring it up. That I have a problem with.
It looks suspicious.
It does.
It looks suspicious. It looks sketchy.
Because to me, I do know a lot of people who have been in DV relationships, and once that chain is is taken off and the cloth is off of their eyes, and they move on, like they realize that the person's like, they're happy to leave. It's hard at first, yes,
especially if the person's allowing you to leave.
They're not out there like this. They're like, hold on, what am I gonna do? Like, you're thinking like the person that went through the will sit there and mentally like fight with themselves about how are they gonna do it without this person. But they're not sitting there picking up the phone and ready to talk about their story in 1 second. Like, as soon as anything happens like this.
Yeah, the trauma is gonna hit, and you're gonna be all nervous. And I mean, and like I said, it seems like the fact that you are bringing your daughter into this is not a good look for the situation, and the fact that you're asking for lawyers is not a good look, because, like I said, you don't really need lawyers at this point, because at this point, all the costs are going to be on him, because he can't just kick you out. But the fact that you're talking about lawyers means that you're being petty and you're being spiteful. You're a woman scorned, and you want payback, and you want to do that through monetary
especially
gains.
Because you just got this makeover. Obviously, hoping that this will attract this man even more.
Yep.
I get it. And then you go find out that he's going to be flying other women right as soon as you're gone. There's women passing by you. Like, I get that.
It might even be that. It might be he liked you thick better. And you decided to go get this done, and he didn't want. I mean, don't get me wrong. He probably paid for it. So what am I talking about? He was the one dishing out the dollars. But what do you guys think? Honestly, does this seem like a money grab? Does this seem like a woman that is just being spiteful? And the reason why she's coming out is because now all of a sudden the relationship's over? Because you guys all know this, that there is no way you could just be kicked out from one day to the next. Even squatters got more rights than that.
Yeah. Plus, like, the fact that this is like the first time that I'm hearing about anything negative wise in relationship with Wayne, because I know his baby mom absolutely still has respect for him. Karina Steffens.
Well, she's saying she knows other women. You never know. You never know.
Trina, I know, loved him. Like, I mean, I don't.
Okay, these are his exes, and I mean, all of these women had money, right?
You said she was a plus size model. Did she not have money?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she made some dollars, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't. She's used to this lifestyle at this point. This is a different lifestyle than she was making as an IG plus model.
True.
You get what I'm saying? You're touching different types of dollars here.
Yeah, this is Wayne money.
This is little Wayne money. This ain't like this is private jets, not flying, commercial, first class or nothing. No, it's private jets. Yeah. It's it's all of that. This is young moolah, baby. You know what I mean?
I see.
So at the end of the day, what do you guys think? Like I said, I personally think that there is a lot to consider here, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And again, it's not a good look bringing your daughter into it. I'm sorry. It isn't. You're just showing her how to be petty and not the way to handle these situations.
And if this really didn't happen to you, girl, I'm so tired of you guys. I am so tired of you guys.
Well,
there's real ones out there. There's real victims out there.
Yep. And what do you guys think? Put it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap it, red button.
Slap it real hard.
Yeah.